Widowhood and the silent grief of intimacy. Widowhood and the silent grief of intimacy. Let me ask you something honest. If I told you that some widows have gone 5 years or more without intimacy, would you truly understand what that means? Not just physically, but emotionally. Because when people think about widowhood, they often think about sadness, loss, or loneliness. But there is a part of grief that almost nobody talks about. And that is the grief of intimacy. When my journey began, I didn't realize I would grieve intimacy too. I thought grief would only be about missing conversations, missing presence, missing shared life, missing time together. But over time, something else showed up quietly. I began to miss his closeness. I began to miss that emotional and physical connection that only my husband shared with me. And it wasn't something I could simply replace. Because love doesn't just disappear. So even when that need existed, I found myself in a place where I had to pause and ask myself, what do I do with this part of grief? I search online, nobody is talking about it. And I want to be very honest here. I could not choose a random person to fill that space because my husband showed me that love and intimacy. Not that because the need wasn't real, but because of the love I still carry for my spouse. The respect I have for myself. The love I have for him and the respect I have for myself. And the responsibility I have toward my children. So instead, I had to learn another kind of strength. I leaned into self-care. I focused on my work. I focused on healing. I focused on my health. And I learned that sometimes healing doesn't mean replacing what you have lost. Healing doesn't mean replacing what you have lost. Sometimes it means learning how to live with what is missing. Seriously, I'm learning how to live with it. It's not easy. And maybe this is part many people don't say out loud. Widowhood is not just emotional grief. It is layered grief. And some layers are silent. Some layers are private. And some layers can feel isolating even when people are around you. But if you are going through this, I want you to know something very clearly. Know this very clearly. You are not strange. You are not alone. You are not strange. You are not alone. And you are not the only one carrying this kind of silent weight. If this message resonates with you, I want you to do 3 things. Just 3 things. First, like this video so it can reach so that it can reach someone else who needs it. Second, share it because someone out there is silently struggling with this same reality. And third, subscribe to my channel. Reflect here with Shola, because here we talk about the parts of grief most people avoid. Promise myself I'm going to share, but many people are living through. So many people don't talk about it. And if you feel safe enough, you can also leave a comment. Just one word is enough. I understand, or I relate. I understand, or I relate. Because sometimes being seen is part of healing too. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. I'll see you again later. Be blessed.